As the high-level talking in Russia went on, this is what civilians in Idlib faced. Cluster bombs. A second viewing, and you can see bomblets detonating. Under an international convention, such weapons are supposed to be banned. More front lines are opening in this war. The past week has seen the fighting spread over a wider area. And on Wednesday, Bashar al-Assad's forces renewed attacks on rebels in the Damascus suburbs. While in the north of Hama province, the opposition was engaging with its enemy again. But even with all of this fighting, there is some light. A major operation has begun, which should see the release of people from 4 towns that have been besieged since 2015. Long lines of buses waited after driving past Assad forces surrounding the opposition-held towns of Madaya and Zabadani. Convoys of ambulances, buses and Red Crescent vehicles moved into position. Here, the relief of opposition fighters arriving in Idlib, having been released from Assad jails in a prisoner exchange.
I was on my way to Hazau district when I got lost and found myself there. The treatment was bad and the food was scarce. We've encountered verbal and physical abuse, insult and humiliation. They give each person only 100 grams of rice a day. We don't get any sugar or salt at all. They had everything, but when it comes to us, they give us very little.
I was beaten at first. I was vomiting for 4 or 5 days until I couldn't stand on my feet and walk. Then they put us in a dungeon for 2 months. We have suffered the worst kinds of hunger.
Ambulances had taken sick and injured people from the Syrian government-held towns of Fua and Kafria, surrounded by the opposition. Some of the ambulances carried bodies. The destination was a hospital in government-held Aleppo. The UN recently said 80 people were in life-threatening conditions on both sides of the divide. Slowly, the suffering may be coming to an end for some of the besieged people of Syria. Andrew Simmons, Al Jazeera, Beirut.